So my theory is, I know Iverson did this, where Iverson's thinking like, man, I'm going to show the world I can play. Yeah. But in order to win titles, you got to have a Kawhi. You got to have a wing guy. That's what everybody – you need a Butler, a Paul George. And in the end, I think it's turning off guys, and KD's going, I told you.
Nah.
This is what I told you. He's going to score 48 a game, but Oladipo's sitting there thinking, I thought I was going to get the – open looks. Oladipo's not getting any more open looks. So you're going to defend Westbrook.
Yeah, Oladipo is no Kevin Durant. Let's start there.
Okay.
He's a solid player. But when you lose 27 a night, it's tough to overcompensate for. But you're Russell looking at it as that he's just got out of a 6-7 year marriage with KD.
Okay, so he was in a marriage. He got a divorce.
Yeah, he got a divorce, and he's playing the field, so to speak. You know, he's out there, and he's running rampant throughout the league, and he's trying to prove to people that I don't need KD. I can carry this team alone.
Okay, so your takeaway is Westbrook is the divorce guy.
Yes.
And he's just hitting it
yes.
Every night it's a new day.
Anything that has a pulse.
Okay.
Anything that has a pulse, he's chasing it.
Okay. So we can all relate to that. Yeah. I don't disagree with you. But here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're right. But in the end, the kind of woman that would want to end up with you is not attracted to that. And the kind of wing player who you need is going, yeah, dude, you're shooting 42%, and Oladipo's wide open in the wing, and you can't get him the ball.
Well, he could get him the ball if that was his sole mindset right now, but he's on a mission. He's on a mission to prove to people what he is, and that he doesn't need Kevin Durant. And
yeah, but he does.
You got to give. He does. He needs him. But
of course he does.
Yeah, but he wants to prove to people that he doesn't.
Okay, so you're admitting that essentially what I'm saying with Westbrook is he thinks right now he's putting on a show, and he is.
He is.
But the show, to me, is making Kevin Durant go, I'm in a career low for turnovers, career high blocks, rebounds. I'm shooting the highest percentage. That I think KD's looking at this and going, see, fellas, he is amazing, but who can play with this?
KD played with that.
And could never get over the top.
And why is that? It wasn't solely because of Russ.
It was mostly because of Russ.
No, it's because of their team. Russ didn't – he wasn't out there long, and they blew a 3-1 lead.
Kevin Durant last 3 minutes.
Kevin Durant was a part of that, though.
Kevin Durant was sitting there in the last 2 minutes of quarters and games going, dude, I'm the better shooter. Get me the rock.
Well, the better shooter doesn't – they out there together. You know, during his MVP speech, he didn't have no complaints with Russ. You're my brother. You make me better. I want to beat you to the gym. You make me want to be great, and now all of a sudden you got a problem with him. Like, you don't do that. Like,
at least say it to his face.
Yeah, be a man and have that conversation with him. Don't subtweet it.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, all right. So, it's I don't mind what Cleveland's doing because I was saying this, Kenyon Martin joining us, former All-Star National College Player of the Year, Nuggets, Nets, Knicks. I think what happens in our world that we live in is that once you get really great at anything, could be college football, could be soda business, that you start competing against very, very few people. And I think Cleveland is literally building for one team. Bogut is, you're going to be in their head. We're going to have another big physical guy. I think the Bogut thing is 1,000% about the Warriors only. Are you okay with it?
Is he probably the most decent big out there that's free? Maybe so. He's played there. He knows them
well.
I
think it makes him better. Who would you take today?
I think they need I don't think he's the key. I think they needed a Lou Williams kind of guy.
They got Kyle Korver.
They need a scorer. He's a shooter. They need a scorer. Like somebody who can go get their own shot without LeBron or Kyrie.
Well, God, how many do you need?
Like, JR could be that.
Yes.
But JR doesn't want to do that now. Like, JR is a hell of a basketball player. He's a hell of an athlete. He can handle the ball. But JR main thing now is I'm a shooter. So they need somebody who can put the ball on the floor like Kyrie. Or just say if Kyrie's in foul trouble or if Bron doesn't have it going one day, somebody off the bench who they can throw it to, like, we need a bucket.
You sound like you like Golden State.
The way they're built up right now, yeah, but you still have to play the game. Like people were like last year, they won 73 games, and everybody like they're the best team ever.
Golden State led 3-1. Who got hurt in Game 5? Bogut. What happened to Golden State?
Yeah,
they got soft, pushed around, finesse.
Well, he wasn't. I thought Draymond was their tough guy.
Well, Draymond is their tough guy, but it's nice to have in the playoffs too.
Yeah,
I got Tristan Thompson now.
Yeah, but Bogut, he's solid, man. I don't think he's the key.
All right, that's fine. You and I are disagreeing a lot today. Kenyon Martin joining us. So I have this belief that there's a big difference. There's a lot of really talented people in the world. Yeah. But there's Alex English is one of the leading scorers in the history of the NBA, but I can't remember 10 points.
Yeah.
Ray Allen is one of the leading scorers. He's got 7 or 8 shots with Miami, with Boston, one with Seattle, that will be indelible in my head.
Yeah.
All points aren't the same.
Definitely.
A lot of Tracy McGrady points I don't remember.
Definitely.
I remember a lot of Ray Allen points, okay? And so I look at Boogie Cousins, and I know Boogie's going to drop 25 and 9, 15 forever. But does he make teammates better? Does he make locker rooms better? Is he easier to coach? Like I look at Boogie, he's 0-3 in New Orleans. I know he's a beast. Rudy Gay scored 15,000 points. I don't remember any of them. You know what I mean? Like
definitely. Like you said, some ports are more meaningful than others.
Who was a guy that to you had? I always, here's a guy that I always thought scored meaningful points.
Yeah.
Shane Battier, not a great player.
Yeah, timely points when they needed them. Bruce Bowen
with the Spurs.
Yeah, timely because Sean Elliott, like just shots that you remember, like they scored certain points, certain games that you were like, oh, well, he does that consistently.
Robert Ory.
He does that consistently. It's the points that he scored, they were meaningful points, like you said. There's some guys who just numbers guys. They stat sheet stuffers, and whether it's win, lose, or draw, the number's going to be there, and that doesn't always translate to winning. That's what I thought about Kevin Love for years in Minnesota. He's averaging 26 and 15, and everybody like, he's so great. He's so great. He's so just like, but if you coming in last place in the West every year, who cares about 26 and 15?
Right.
And that's the same thing I think that's Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. That's the position that they are in now. They both, to me, they're the same player. They're talented, yes, uber talented, but that doesn't translate into wins. It doesn't always. I averaged 12, 13 points throughout my career, 13, whatever it is, but I was on winning teams.